Hey everyone, today on Indisch.windisch I'm going to share this one pot biryani which has been requested by many of you who are following me on Instagram. This one pot biryani takes only 30 minutes to cook. Following the easy steps that I'm going to share today, even a beginner can make this delicious pot of biryani. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing to do is to wash our rice until it's thoroughly cleaned. You'll have to wash it until the water that comes out of it isn't cloudy anymore. I have taken 2 cups, that is equivalent to 400 grams of basmati long grain rice here. I am using Daawat long grain rice today for my recipe. You can use any other brand of your choice. We will let the rice soak until we need it. Next, we are going to prepare a spice paste. For that, I am taking half cup, that is 125 grams of full fat yogurt here. To this, I am adding 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. I prefer using homemade. If you are using separate ginger and garlic paste, use 1 tablespoon of both. 2 tablespoons of this tomato paste. If you are using tomato puree instead, use 4 tablespoons. 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Half teaspoon of deghi red chili powder. You can adjust the quantity according to how spicy you prefer your biryani. 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And 3 teaspoons of salt. I'm using Himalayan pink salt here. Mix it until a homogeneous paste is formed, then keep it aside. Let's quickly prepare our whole spices now. Here I've taken a mortar and pestle to which I'm adding 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, half teaspoon of black peppercorns, 1 mace, 2 black cardamom, 1 cinnamon stick about 5 cm long, and 4 green cardamom. I'm going to roughly crush them, which helps release their aroma better, but if you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can use a heavy object to lightly crush the whole spices or use them as it is. You don't need to grind them finely, just roughly crushing them is enough. Next, we are going to do some chopping. I've taken 1 big onion here that I am slicing thinly. Here is a handful of fresh coriander that I am finely chopping, and also finely chopping about 20 to 25 leaves of fresh mint. Also slicing 1 green chili, and that is it for the prep part. We can move on to the cooking part now. It's important to use a big and wide pot so there's enough space for the rice to cook and it doesn't turn out clumpy. I've turned the heat on medium and going to put 3 tablespoons of ghee into it. You can use any other oil of your choice. Once the ghee is hot, I'm adding my sliced onion and will saute it until it starts to turn brown. It will take about 3 to 4 minutes. And just when it starts to turn brown, we are going to add our whole crushed spices. Now we are going to fry it for 2 to 3 more minutes until the onion turns golden brown. Once my onion looks like this, I'm going to add my prepared spice paste and turn the heat on medium-low. I will saute it until it turns glossy and oil appears on the surface. It will take about 3 to 4 minutes. You will have to keep stirring constantly so the spices don't get burnt. When my mixture looks like this, I am going to add my chicken and turn the heat on medium now. I'm using boneless chicken breast cut into evenly sized pieces. The reason why I'm using boneless chicken breast is that this is a quick version of biryani and boneless chicken is the quickest to cook. But don't worry, your chicken will not dry up if you follow these tips. The key is to cook on medium and not overcook the chicken breasts. At this point, we will only saute it until it changes its color from all sides. This will take about 3 minutes. You could use chicken with bones as well, but you will have to cook it a bit longer before you add your rice. Once my chicken has changed color from all sides, I am going to add 3 cups, that is 700 milliliters of water. If you are using a cup measurement, make sure to use the same cup that you used to measure your rice. Please note that the quantity of water may vary if you are using a different brand of rice. I will let the water come to a boil. Then I will add my soaked rice that I have completely drained now. Also adding my chopped coriander, mint and green chili. Giving it a good mix, and then I will let it cook uncovered on medium heat for about 5 minutes. Once my rice has appeared on the surface, I am going to cover it with an aluminum foil first and then with a good fitting lid so no air is escaped. I am turning the heat on low now and let it cook for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, uncover and transfer it to a serving dish immediately. If you let the rice sit for too long into the pot, it may get clumpy and stick to each other. So make sure to either serve it immediately or fluff it with a fork. I hope you try this easy biryani recipe soon. If you do, don't forget to leave your feedback. I will see you next week with another brand new recipe. Until then, bye bye.